Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest transfer stories. We start with this Villarreal midfielder, Dani Parejo, as it has been reported that Barca have finally ruled out summer move for the veteran La Liga midfielder. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then, secondly, talking about this third choice Barca goalkeeper, Tenas, as it has been reported that there has been a U-turn. Barca will extend the 22-year-old's contract and loan him out. That is the idea for now. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into the full stories, please, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, endeavor to hit the subscribe button, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. With Barcelona putting all their efforts into signing Marcelo Brozovic to replace Sergio Busquets, Mundo Deportivo is reporting that Barcelona have discarded the option of signing Villarreal veteran Dani Parejo altogether. Parejo had emerged as one of the backup options for Barca should they fail to sign Brozovic. However, recent reports suggest that the Catalans might still stand a very good chance of signing the 30-year-old who has snubbed Arnaz and is ready to join Barcelona. As such, a move for Parejo seems to be completely off the cards as of now. The 34-year-old La Liga midfielder had been a player of Xavi's choice who believed that he had qualities that would make him a good short-term replacement for Busquets. Furthermore, another aspect that put Parejo on Barcelona's radars was the fact that he was in the last year of his contract at Villarreal and it had a release clause that would let him leave for free. However, Parejo was not generating total consensus within the club owing to his age and the fact that he was entering the final phase of his career, despite the fact that he had enjoyed a solid campaign last season. And now a move for the Spaniard has been totally ruled out by the La Liga champions for the summer, with the focus being on the potential capture now for Brozovic. If the Croatian does not arrive, Barcelona will instead look to sign Oriol Romeo of Girona as a low-cost alternative. Of course, Barcelona's search for a new DM continues to make a lot of headlines. Barcelona have been linked with Dani Parejo these past few weeks, and honestly, those links were so shocking to me. Like, how can you replace Busquets, who is a DM, and bringing him with a player who is more of a playmaker than a DM? And honestly, it made no sense ever since I started hearing rumors of Dani Parejo linked to Barcelona. You know, this guy is more of an attacking-minded player than a defensive-minded player in midfield. But they were saying that Xavi was the one pushing the club to sign. And from day one, these links never made any sense to me. Neither did these links make any sense to the sporting directors at Barca, except for Xavi, who was the one pushing for it. And thank goodness, that deal or whatever potential deal that Barca wanted for Dani Parejo has been ruled out. They are no longer showing interest according to this new report. Of course, Dani Parejo's age was also a huge factor in this cancellation of the interest. Parejo is 34 years old, and it makes no sense that you are replacing a 34-year-old veteran who is Busquets for another 34-year-old player. Seriously, it makes no sense. And I think that it was just normal for the club to just get rid of that. You know, there was no sense in that interest of Dani Parejo. Parejo is a very good player. He's a good player. Nobody is refusing that. We have seen the likes of Parejo at his prime when he was at Valencia, one of the best La Liga players for a long time. He has so much experience in La Liga, and you know, any club would like to have him, any club. But right now, looking at the situation that we are there, we understand that yes, Barca are going through a lot financially, but that doesn't mean we're just going to pick any player out there because we want a replacement for Busquets. At least let's give respect to Busquets at that position. We need a player with some years to play in his boots. While bringing Dani Parejo, for example, that he wants to play for how many years? For 1 year, 2 years maximum, and he's gone. So what sense does that make? Brozovic, yes, Brozovic is still 30. I think that one makes a little bit of sense because he has about 5 to 6 years to play. And I think Barca now want to put their attention more on Brozovic. But now, what if Brozovic fail to come? Barca have another target, and guess what? Oriol Romeo. Oriol Romeo have also been a player that Barca have been showing interest in these past few days. As a player, also is waiting that Barca should make an interest or should make a push for him. But so far, it's just about an interest. Nothing concrete have been said, nothing like an offer for the Girona mainstay. But Barcelona are also keeping close tabs on the player, knowing fully well that if players like Marcelo Brozovic says no, or maybe the deal collapse, then Barca will just rush for Oriol Romeo, who is already 31. And of course, I think Barca will relish the opportunity to bring him for the short term, not for the long term. For the short term. Why maybe next season they can start looking for players like Zubimendi again, or maybe looking for other younger prospects who can play midfield. Then moving on to the final story of discussion. In a rather surprising turn of events, it appears Tenas might end up staying in Barcelona beyond this summer. The goalkeeper himself had recently confirmed Barca will not carry out any contract renewal for him this summer, suggesting he will become a free agent after Friday. But according to Mundo Deportivo, there has now been a complete turnaround from Barcelona's end. The club are currently seeking to extend the contract of the young goalkeeper, which will see him stay at Camp Nou until 2025. The report suggests Barcelona are yet to activate the renewal option but intend to do so. Their idea is to keep hold of Tenas as he has shown excellent development during his time in the youth system and has what it takes to shine at the top level. With that in mind, Barca will look to loan out in Tenas this summer in order to help him receive regular game time at the top level next season. The loan should also help Barcelona alleviate some of the salary burden of the Catalan outfit, at least for the next year. Tenas, for his part, might not object to continuing at Camp Nou, even though both Marc-Andre ter Stegen and Inaki Peña are currently ahead of him in the pecking order. He would hope the upcoming loan spell elsewhere, could give him the opportunity to shine. Tenas' contract extension will also send out strong message to youth department, indicating that Barca are ready to reward youth players who have the potential to shine at the top level. After all, the club will rely on great deal on La Masia to continue producing talent such as Bade and Xavi, who have gone on to become crucial first-team components for Xavi Hernandez this past season. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.